Welcome to the listening practice test. The test consists of 4 sections, each with 10 questions. You will hear each section only once. Answer the questions as you listen. You will have time to read the instructions and questions before each section begins. Please listen carefully. Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 16.
Now turn to section 1. You will hear a conversation between a student and a university club coordinator. Carefully and answer questions 1 to 5.
Good morning, University Club's office. How can I help?
Hi, I'd like some information about joining a few clubs on campus.
Of course. I just need to take some details. What's your full name?
My name's Sarah Chen.
Thanks, Sarah. Can I get your student ID number?
Yes, it's S102384.
And your mobile number?
Sure, it's 07723 998 412.
Great. Let's start with the photography club. It meets every Thursday evening.
Okay, Thursday, got it.
And the club room is Building B.
Perfect.
The membership fee for that club is £25 per term.
Now you have some time to look at questions 6 to 10. Now listen and answer questions 6 to 10.
I'm also interested in the badminton club.
That one meets every Saturday afternoon at the Sportsdent gym.
Okay, and is there a fee?
Yes, the term pass is £15.
Do I need to bring anything?
It's recommended to bring your own racket if you have one.
Right.
One more thing. There's a societies fair this Friday.
Oh cool, where is it?
It'll be held in the main auditorium from 12 to 4 p.m.
It is the end of section 1. Answers. Now, turn to section 2. Now turn to section 2. You will hear a guide giving a welcome talk to visitors at a nature park. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 15. Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 15.
Good morning everyone, and welcome to Greenwater Nature Reserve. My name is Janice, and I'll be giving you a brief overview before you start exploring. First, a little about the park. Greenwater was 1998 and covers over 350 hectares of protected forest, wetlands, and trails. The main aim of the park is conservation, particularly of native bird species, but we also promote education and recreation. The Visitor Center, where we are now, a.m. and closes at 5 p.m., 7 days a week. Inside, you'll find maps, wildlife guides, and a small cafe. Now, as for walking routes, there are 3 main trails. The Lake Loop, which takes about 30 minutes. The woodland is slightly longer. And the Hill Track, which offers the best views but takes over 2 hours, so come prepared.
Now look at questions 16 to 20. Now listen carefully and answer questions 16 to 20.
You're free to walk any of the trails, but we ask that you stay on the marked paths at all times. Please don't feed or touch the animals, some may bite, and feeding them can harm their health. Smoking is strictly prohibited, as the area is prone to dry conditions during summer. If you're here with children, note that the playground is behind the cafe. It's open during center hours. For emergencies, please use one of the yellow call boxes located every 500 meters along. They'll connect you to park rangers immediately. That's all from me. Have a safe and enjoyable visit, and don't forget to take a trail map before you head out.
This is the end of section 2. Check your answers. Now turn to section 3. Now look at questions 26 to 30. Now listen and answer questions 26 to 30.
And what's your visual strategy for the slides?
We're using lots of infographics and graphs, rather than just bullet points.
We thought engaging than plain text.
Good idea. Just make sure they're clear. Have you rehearsed the timing?
Yes, the total presentation lasts just under 10 minutes.
Mine is about 3 minutes, then James and Lucy go for about 3 each.
Perfect. And are you planning to include audience questions?
Yes, we'll allow 2 minutes for that.
Excellent. I'll see you all next week for the real thing.
It is the end of section 3. Check your answers. Now, turn to section 4. Now turn to section 3. You will hear 2 students discussing a group presentation with their tutor. Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 20.
Hi Lucy. Raj, thanks for coming in. I wanted to check how your group presentation on marketing strategies is progressing.
It's going okay overall, but we've had a few issues assigning tasks fairly.
Yes, for example, I ended up doing the research and building the slides.
Oh, what about the data analysis section?
That was supposed to be done by James, but he's been sick. I picked it up yesterday.
Good teamwork, but be careful not to take on too much. What about the speaking part?
We've split it up. I'll do the introduction, James will do theory, and Lucy will cover.
Sounds like a solid plan. Have you finalized your topic?
Yes, we chose brand loyalty in the food industry.
Section 4. You will hear a lecture about urban beekeeping and its environmental benefits. First, you have some time to look at questions 31 to 40. Now listen carefully and answer questions 31 to 40.
Today, I'm going to talk about urban beekeeping and how it relates to sustainable living practices. Urban beekeeping is exactly what it sounds like: bee colonies in city areas, typically on rooftops, balconies, or community gardens. While it may sound like a novelty, it plays a vital role in promoting biodiversity, especially in areas where green space is limited. In fact, many city flowers, especially gardens or parks, rely heavily on bees for pollination. Urban bees are often healthier than rural bees, since cities tend to ban the use of harmful pesticides, which are still used in commercial farming. There's also a surprising economic angle. Small-scale beekeepers can harvest natural honey and sell it locally. Premium. In some cities, including Paris and Melbourne, rooftop hives have even been adopted by hotels and restaurants as part of their eco-branding. That said, there are certain challenges. Noise and temperature fluctuations are more extreme in cities, which can affect bee behavior. There's also the issue of legal regulations. Not all cities allow private hives, and even where they do, strict guidelines must be followed. Another factor is the public's perception. Some people are afraid of bees and see urban hives as dangerous, despite data showing that city bees are rarely aggressive. Campaigns, often run by environmental NGOs, have helped improve this perception in recent years. Finally, urban hives require regular monitoring. This includes checking for disease, ensuring the queen bee is present, and verifying that hive space is adequate. In conclusion, urban beekeeping offers real potential, not just for sustainability, but for community engagement and ecological awareness.
This is the end of listening test. Now, check your answer.
Great job finishing this listening practice test. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like the video and comment your score below. And to help you review, there's a free downloadable worksheet linked in the description. Want to understand the exam better? Watch our quick explanation videos about the IELTS test format and how the listening section works. You'll find the links in the description.
Ready to go further in your journey? Visit our website, SparkskyTech.com, to access the complete preparation package. It includes full practice for listening, reading, writing, and speaking. It's all digital, downloadable, and ready to use. The link is in the description below. And coming soon, reading practice. We'll break down the reading section and give you another full test experience. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss it.